We're going to talk about one-step literal equations now. A literal equation is just an equation with lots of letters that you could substitute different numbers in for. We use them a lot for formulas. Whenever we do literals, we want to read it very, very carefully. So our first one tells us to solve for y. Y is right here. We don't want to move y, we want to keep it there and move everything away from y. With graspable math, we can actually pick up and move our math. So I want to move this x away. The inverse operation or opposite operation, it's positive, would be minus. So I'm going to click on the x and I'm going to move it to the other side right underneath the w. That's going to make it so it shows me that I'm subtracting x from both sides. X minus x becomes a zero pair, so that will simplify, and we're going to be left with y equals w minus x. Our y is by itself, and we have solved for y. For problem number 2, we're going to press transform again. We need to solve for m. Now we can just multiply both sides by 2a here, all at the same time. But in graspable math, it's not going to let us do that, so we're going to kind of take it almost like 2 steps. I'm going to multiply both sides by 2 first, so I'm going to hold on to the 2. I'm going to put it underneath the j over here. And it shows that I multiplied both sides by 2. The 2 divided by 2 becomes 1, and we don't usually write that down. And then to get rid of the a, we're going to do the same thing. You're going to grab the a, you're going to put it on the other side when there's a line that appears there. And it shows that you're multiplying both sides by a. The a divided by a becomes 1, and we don't usually write that down. And then most of the time, the coefficient goes in front. So we're just going to rearrange because we know multiplication is commutative. So now we've got m equals 2ja. M's by itself, and we've solved for it. For 3, to solve for a, we have a minus b equals c. We want to get a by itself. Make sure I have transform clicked. I'm going to hit the minus b. I'm going to add b to both sides because I know that's the opposite operation. Now, a negative b and a positive b become a zero pair, or 0, and I'm left with a equals c plus b. For problem number 4, I'm going to solve for y. So I need to get y by itself. Right now I have x times y, opposite of multiplication's division. So I'm going to make sure transform is clicked. I'm going to grab x, and I'm going to bring it to the other side. I'm going to divide both sides by x. X divided by x is 1, and we don't usually write that. So we're going to be left with y equals a divided by x. Y is by itself, and I am done with that problem.